two households, having two Christmases, days that ended fights and tears, and courtroom battles that turn people who are once in love against each other. When I say these things, what do they remind you of? Divorce. After researching websites and journals about divorce and marriage, I thought I should share it with you. As someone who believes until death do us part, I want to decrease the divorce rate, and I want to find a way to make my future marriage last. So, right now, let's discuss this issue and realize how it makes you feel, and let's find ways to prevent it. The best ways possible to make this happen are premarital counseling, good communication in the marriage, and marriage counseling when things go rough. Many movies or television shows exhibit families that are divorced, the children coping to struggle with this, and spouses who have to figure out how to pick up the pieces and where to go from here. Longevity of marriage says 50% of marriages will end before their 20th wedding anniversary. I don't know about you, but this statistic scares me. The Gale Encyclopedia thinks the increase for divorce is because of no-fault divorce laws, thinks the increase for divorce is because of the decline in number of religious marriages, financial independence of women, dual career marriages, conflicts with children, and the social acceptance of divorce. Divorce leaves people with feelings of guilt towards their failed marriage, anger towards their spouse, leaves them with parents learning how to do things on their own. God tells us in 1 Corinthians 7:10-11, "Let women not divorce from their men, but if they do depart from them, let them remain unmarried until they can reconcile with their husbands. And husbands, do not divorce your wives." A divorce leaves anyone who is involved in turmoil and sometimes leaves them feeling in depression. Children tend to go to other things to relieve their difficulties from their family, such as sex, drugs, and alcohol. And the spouse whose divorce happened leaves them feeling alone, unwanted, unsure, and not sure where to go from there. Step 1 is something you can do before you're married. The marriage begins with premarital counseling. This is counseling that discusses the beliefs concerning finances, children, employment, sex, and religion. According to the article, should couples undergo marriage counseling before marriage, couples who got premarital counseling will learn to negotiate, compromise, and communicate before getting married. Not doing premarital counseling is like a handyman without his tools. The handyman can't do his job without them, so we cannot go through marriage without these tools. So with these tools at our advantage, why don't we use them? Now, once you're married, there is one thing that can change: communication. Bad communication leads to fights, feelings of dissatisfaction, and sometimes making the spouse feel like they aren't important. In the book, Fighting for Your Marriage, there are 2 ways to have correct communication: keep it clear and keep it safe. Many factors that lead to bad communication are inattention, emotional states, beliefs and expectations, and differences in style. So, how can we have clear communication happen? Thanks to Fighting for Your Marriage, we have a few steps. First, find a quiet place to talk about what you need to eliminate all the external factors. Second, make sure you have your partner's full attention. Third, make sure you have your partner's mood in the mind. If they're in a bad mood, wait for that to subside. Don't think you can read your partner's mind. Get their idea on the subject and then go from there. Don't jump to conclusions. Communication can be something that can ruin a marriage or can help it strive. According to Longevity of Marriage, women will be divorced for 69.7% because of communication, and men, 59.3%, will divorce because of communication. By following these steps, you can eliminate the need for divorce. The final step to avoiding divorce is to refuse to give up too soon. Too many marriages end because they refuse to get help when they realize the signs are there. The Gale Encyclopedia for Medicine says, marriage counseling is a type of psychotherapy for married couples to go to someone and discuss their issues in the relationship. In the beginning, it was done by religious leaders, but now it's done by psychiatrists, psychologists, and other counselors. The main purpose for this counseling is to meet in a safe environment with someone else and get their opinion on the issues in the marriage. Some issues can be infidelity, financial, children issues, abuse, anger management, and communication problems. The counselor's duty is to ask questions about the couple's roles, their attitude, their beliefs, and their goals. By getting help, the couple is agreeing to fix their problems and that their relationship is worth saving. Divorce is something that God did not intend for us to have. He saw marriage as something sacred and not temporary. By receiving premarital counseling and working on good communication and taking marriage counseling when the signs are there, divorce rates can and will decrease. We need to stop seeing marriage as something temporary and something that can fix our financial problems. We must take time to find the one we want till death do us part. So, are you ready to make divorce not normal? Thank you.